Hi, everyone. I am, like Jen mentioned, here to talk about some of the recent Journey Builder successes that we've had. I know we've talked in the past about Journey Builder being available now, and now that we're able to directly sync to Salesforce objects and get real-time data, that we are looking forward to working with your campuses for different use cases. But we thought maybe if we went over a couple that we've built recently, that it might help inspire some ideas in your work. So that's the goal of this short little presentation, but feel free to stop me at any time if you have questions. The first journey we've built is alongside Kayla and Maddie at UCCS. We built a birthday journey. It launched at the end of September, and the aim is for it to last 6 months with about 16,000 entries by the end of the journey. So the goal of the journey, which Lauren worked closely with that team on, and the content is to obviously just wish constituents a happy birthday. And there is dynamic content within the email that gets sent itself in terms of a downloadable birthday calendar. So I just took a couple screenshots. There's a dynamic element here, content block on the right, and then the left is the detailed view. So based off of their birth month attribute that we're syncing with Salesforce, you then get a personalized button for your birth month that downloads a calendar that says happy birthday with branded UCCS logos and events and things like that. So that's the email content. We do also have a report refresh just to make sure the data is constantly being updated. It's not likely for a birthday to change, but perhaps there was an error in Salesforce or something. And so we wanted to make sure if it gets corrected that it's going to be updated. So this is running an automation studio and refreshing the data every morning. The actual journey itself is pretty simple. As you see here, we have a Salesforce data entry event on the left. And this basically tells Salesforce that anytime it's a contact in this data extension's birthday, it's going to enter that contact at 6:00 a.m. on that date. So they then get to this first Einstein send time optimization step, which we recently added in hopes to increase engagement. Basically this step, I know Lauren's going to talk about Einstein a little later on in the meeting, so I won't steal her thunder, but basically this step chooses the optimal time to send the email for that specific contact. So once they meet the optimized sending time, then they're actually sent that email that we're talking about and that I was showing a couple slides ago, and then they exit the journey. So pretty simple, but I do hope that it's helping in terms that Maddie no longer has to pull birthday reports every month and update the content and send an email each month. So hopefully helping with the workload, but also I hope that it helps in terms of engagement, both with the send time optimization and also the fact that we can send on the actual day of their birthday instead of just sending in the birth month. So we've had some preliminary results so far. You can see here, we've had about 2,200 journey contacts enter the journey so far. We've had a 29.5% open rate and a 5.44% click-through rate. So we'll definitely continue to monitor and tweak the journey as we go, but that's one example of how Kayla and Maddie are utilizing journeys right now. The next example we have is one that has not launched yet. I've been working with Lauren and Sarah and Katie on the Advancement Impact Report journey. This one will be a lot shorter. It's 10 days in total with about 36,000 expected entries. And the goal of this one is basically just to thank donors. They do this type of email every year, but this is the first year we're trying it with a journey. They're hoping to drive engagement with personalizing the follow-up email based on what recipients clicked on in the first email. So you'll see here, this is kind of small and we don't need to go through every step, but basically they're sent the first email and then they're going to wait until November 11th and send the second email here. But in between the first and second send, we're evaluating which links from this initial email that they've clicked on. So then down here at the end, they're divided into 3 separate paths based off of what they clicked on. So this first path here, if they clicked both links in this initial email, they're going to get 2 follow-up emails. If they only clicked one link, if they only clicked on the finance link, they're going to get the second email relating only to the finance stories specifically. But if they clicked the stories, then they're going to get kind of this donor impact follow-up email. So catering this second email here to what they clicked on first. And hopefully we'll have some good results to share with that one next time we meet. The last one I wanted to run through isn't actually one that's live or that we have built out for a particular user, but Mel had asked me about it in terms of thinking it would be a good use case. And I definitely agree based off my time on the Denver campus as the MEC. This is something I would spend a good amount of time doing just because you would send an initial event invite and then, wait a couple weeks, pull the registration list to build it out as an exclusion, schedule a reminder, and, repeat that process for however many reminders you wanted to send. So this is an option that we've come up with. You can obviously schedule the initial invite, but then all the registration reminders in the same journey and automatically exclude people who have registered. So this is just, I was testing it out, and this is just an example of the build. You would send the first invite, and you could add a wait step for however long you wanted that to be, whether it's a week or you want to put in a specific day. Either one of those is an option. And then you get down to kind of this decision split here where it says already registered. And if they are already registered, they're going to bypass all the registration reminders and then just get, if you want to include kind of a day of event reminder for those who have registered, can certainly do that in the same journey to save some work later on. But if they have not registered at this decision point, they're going to come down into this lower path and be sent reminders. So a reminder 2, and then we're going to check again if they're already registered in 1 week. And if not, they're going to come down to a reminder 3. So again, nothing crazy overcomplicated, but hopefully this is just giving you some ideas of what you may want to use a journey for. And if you have any ideas or different use cases that you're wondering about, definitely feel free to reach out to us.
I guess one of the things I just wanted to highlight was that a lot of this work is really a partnership between Claire and Lauren in terms of developing the technology that supports the strategic implementation. So every time we have a customer come to us or a user come to us and say, I'm interested in doing a journey, Claire and Lauren will start a process with them to go through and really understand strategically what that user hopes to achieve through the outreach, and then determine how we can support that need. So Lauren is playing a critical role in this and has also been able to layer on, as Claire mentioned, some Einstein features.